when you think about leadership versus management, what is one of the key differences that you put out there in terms of that?
It's just where's the focus? So on management, it's focused on the people. On leadership, it's focused on the overall vision of what's trying to be accomplished, right? When you're managing, you cannot be a very good leader and a very good manager simultaneously. It's very, very difficult because a leader of an organization is not the leader of the people, right? That is, the leader of the people is part of it, but you have to lead the whole entire org. Okay, a manager just says, okay, these are the tasks of what you have to do today. I'm going to make sure you're on task, that you have what you need. And if you're off task, I'm going to manage you to get back on it. Well, as a leader, you can't really do that and be leading people effectively and leading the organization effectively. So that's why typically you have a layer in between leadership and the staff, and that's called management.
Correct.
You have your staff that does things, you have your management that does things, then you have your leadership team, then you have your C-suite team, then you have the chairman. So if you're all the way down at the management level, you have to now have your own leader. Okay, so that would mean if you're hiring your first or second or third or fifth employee, unfortunately you have two roles, and you have to know what role you're in at what time. Okay, you can't just lead. You have to be like, I'm management this time and I'm leadership that time, until you have the money and the resources to bring in that new layer.
And I think that's such a key point, because we've talked about the importance of, firing yourself as the practitioner to become the leader. Nowhere in our process do we say you're going to become the manager. It's like part of being the practitioner is also part of being the manager. But if you're really going to
what's the first hire that we always say when you're going to become the leader?
You got to hire a manager.
Yeah, so that is being the leader.
Right, exactly.
I mean, that architect you were talking about before, what was his first hire?
It was a manager.
Project manager.
Yep, exactly.
He couldn't lead until he had someone else manage.
Correct.
And now what does he do? He leads that manager.
Correct. He leads that manager, and that manager manages it for